Okay, then. Alright. I will put down another Colony Garden, which allows me to summon another 0/1 plant token.
It's like,
And
all
then,
right, Cloud. This drive has been going for 7 goddamn minutes. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get a touchdown?
I think what I'm gonna do. I don't have a second blue source, sadly. I'm going to play a treasure hunt.
Nice, very nice.
Yay!
Forest.
I get a forest,
You get an island. You get another island. And a
Harabaz Druid. Sweet.
All right, so you got mana for days now. Beautiful. Very nice treasure hunting.
Not only do I have mana for days, I can mill you for 3 this turn.
All right, what'd you mill this time? I have lots of duplicates in my deck, so let's see. Ruthless Coldblade, Death Shadow, and an Urge to Feed.
And with that, I will end.
Alright, now he's not dealing damage to me, but what he's doing is he's loading the deck to finally take a giant dookie on Cloud. It's my main phase now. I am going to pay 2 to cast a Calistria Highborn. And then I'm going to swing into you for 6. A 5/3 and a 1/1.
Alright, I'll block your Ruthless Coldblade with my 0/1 plant, and I will take one from the Quag Vampires.
Very good, sir. Very good. Okay, turn is yours.
Alright then.
I got a feeling that Gurdat is about to drop the nuts on me.
Probably not the nuts, but let's see. That's for 3. 2 blue, and then 2 for a Goliath Sphinx.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't take me out in one turn.
And then I'm going to play another forest. I could actually drop... You know what? I am. I'm going to pay 3...
Wait. Hold up. I'm fucking confused right now. So you got 3 mana from the Harabaz Druid, you got 5 mana from your untapped lands, and then you got 2 mana left?
Yeah. Well, I should have 3 mana left, actually, because I didn't play a land yet.
Oh, wait, but the Goliath Sphinx only costs 7 to cast, so that means 3 and 4. Alright, so you had 3 untapped mana. Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Alright, so then I'm going to cast Pilgrim's Eye, which allows me to search my library for a basic land, reveal it, and then put it into my hand.
God damn it, you got mate in 1, and you don't even have to attack. That blows for me. That really blows, bro.
Actually, no, I'm not going to grab a forest, I'm going to grab an island.
And you get to block every single fucking thing I get to launch at you next turn, huh? Alright, okay. So, I don't even have a chance to take a hit. Oh, what do we have here? I have an answer to your fucking Goliath Sphinx. Tap 4 for the Jaguar Swarm. It's a 3/2 with flying, motherfucker. And now, I will swing into you for another... God damn it, I don't have any mana with which I can leech life off of you with the Calistria Highborn. Does this mean I have to end my turn? That really sucks. Fucking 5/3. You got more creatures than I do. God damn it, I have to end my turn again. Now all I can do is just wait for you to tap your Goliath Sphinx, basically.
Okay then. So.
And then you drop another giant on me.
Well.
I let this game go on for way too long. It's all my fault.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in order to cast Vapor Snare.
God damn! Come on! Come the fuck on. Okay, I concede the game. That I'm rage quitting.
Oh, but I didn't get to do multi-kicker.
You did enough.
Okay, this has honestly been one of the more fun explorations that we've done. Admittedly, I feel like stupidly overpowered in comparison because, yeah, alright, here's one of the big problems that Death Shadow actually has, specifically in Limited. Bringing your life total down
Because
to a
because you're stacking
to a
the
specific
flood,
amount
you're
to make Death
stacking the
Shadow a
floodgates so
threat
that you're not
is
going to give
almost
me
fucking
another
impossible
chance.
in Limited.
All you needed to do was just say, oh, so he gets more powerful to you, quote, air quote, when you take damage. So I'm going to not damage you until you don't even have a fucking chance to use the shadow after the damage step, is basically it. Now, I know that people are supposed to abuse the Death Shadow by saying, well, he kills himself when he dies because he inflicts -X on himself. And I have abilities on the board that say whenever a creature dies or whenever a permanent I control leaves the battlefield, then I get stuff to happen, and it's a 1-drop, and I could keep doing that as much as I please. I understand that. The intended function of the Death Shadow is not to do what I had tried to do.
Actually, in Modern, what you were trying to do is exactly what Death Shadow is supposed to do. The deck that you're referring to is Aristocrats, which isn't the deck that Death Shadow gets played in. Death Shadow gets played in Gen Control, which stays at about 6 life for the entire game, and wins by making it so your opponent doesn't have cards.
Or by making sure that you can't lose the game by having
Yeah.
cards like a Lich Lord on the battlefield.
And Platinum Angel, which for the record means that you can go down into negative life, and then Death Shadow gets stupid. Because at negative life, I'm pretty sure Death Shadow actually gains life depending on how low your negative life total is. I'd have to look
Because
into
if you
rules
subtract
about
a
that.
negative number, then it gets added.
Yeah. Okay, but there is stuff that is going on in Worldwake that I want to actually show off. So if you will, please. Now, no, not that button. Although here, have a forest. Honestly, Treasure Hunt is one of the most powerful cards in Worldwake. I love this damn thing because if you're running a land heavy deck like I am, you can just draw multiple cards for 3, for 2. Like I managed to draw 4 cards off of Treasure Hunt. That was fucking nuts.
Hmm.
This also, Worldwake is also the introduction of the allies mechanic, which would come back with less power later on. But anytime the allies are good if you build an allied focused deck, specifically because they get to stack effects with each other over and over again. And of course, we have the return of Landfall, which, if you build a Landfall specific deck, Landfall is really, really good and pretty easy to just become immortal with. It's why if we ever decide to do revisits of set exploration, I'm building fucking green white Landfall so I can take advantage of Felidar Sovereign, because Felidar Sovereign's one of my favorite cards. Speaking of, the reason why I was happy that we were going to finish this is because of this guy, Terastodon. I absolutely love this card. He is fucking terrible, and I don't care, because he was one of the coolest cards that I was originally looking at when it came when I was getting into Magic the Gathering. And I'm like, oh man, he's got a huge body. He's somewhat easy to ramp out, and then I can blow up anything that my opponent controls in exchange for an elephant token. Well, they're not going to use it, except if you blow up all 3 of their stuff. Then Terastodon just trades for the stuff that you blow up for 8, and that's not actually efficient.
Well, I am pleased to see that both of us get to use our favorite cards during the Worldwake set exploration. Whereas, you did a fantastic job using the Treasure Hunt and a combination of your allied creatures, especially the Harabaz Druid, easily the MVP of the match, because he got you the mana that you needed just in time, so that even though I was disrupting you by taking out your Arbor Elves, you still had the Harabaz Druid in the pocket to get you that big mana that ended up ruining me during late game.
Mm-hmm. For the record,
honestly, I probably this is one of those games that I probably would want to revisit on, because that mill in the middle of the game where you killed my swamp and then I got choked for 5 turns, that cost me the game. I'm just saying that, and let it be known that that blue is the undisputed champion of control, because even when black tries to control, blues will say, I'm gonna blue roll you, never gonna blue you up, never gonna blue you down.
There are also some
Never
other,
gonna blue around and blue you.
there are also some other specific cards that I want to show off here. Explore specifically. Explore is like one of the best goddamn ramp spells in the entire game, and I'm so glad that I got the attempt to run it here. I never drew into the damn thing, which is kind of sad, but Vapor Snare specifically is way busted in this block because of all the landfall triggers.
I'll say
you can just pay for Vapor Snare over and over again with how easy it is to get out. And each of the colors actually has their own Zendikon. I argue that blue is the best because it's got flying on it, but reds makes it like a 3/1 with haste, and I think whites is like a 1.
Black just turns it into a 3/3 ooze, and it also says that so the Zendikons all return the enchanted land to your hand when it's put in the graveyard. Right. So yeah, the Zendikons are pretty cool. They magic. They remember the color wheel. Everybody gets a turn.
And Halimar Depths is one of the first instances where it has Scry, but it's not a Scry trigger. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that was another thing about my build. I didn't include any non-basic lands. I just had 20 swamps.
No, well that's because in Worldwake the non-basic lands are green and blue. That's not why I chose Simic, for the record. I chose Simic because of Goliath Sphinx and Terrastodon. But yeah.
Fuck yeah, Goliath Sphinx.
I was kind of disappointed that I never got to play my Terrastodon, but to be perfectly honest, I would have blown up my own stuff to get more tokens. That's one of the things that I was actually doing relatively consistently. It was actually generating tokens, which is a thing that I didn't think I would actually be able to do relatively that well.
Well, dude, I mean, you chumped like 4/01 plants.
Yeah. But
those were big blocks too.
They were very big blocks.
So
and I ate, what was
tokens
it, or a Tomb Hex with one of the wolves. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess there is
really fucking good.
There is one other creature I wanted to bring out here. Yeah, this guy, Pulse Tracker. Now I forget if Worldwake is where Pulse Tracker comes from. There are a lot of I used pretty much all of the vampires. The only ones I didn't use was, I think, the legendary vampire that says that if at the beginning of my upkeep, at the beginning of each player's I can't remember what it says, but it makes you sacrifice it makes both players sacrifice non-vampire creatures. Hence, he would be unaffected on himself, and he would be unaffected on his vampire allies. Pulse Tracker is, in my opinion, one of the best one drop that Black has ever seen, because it allows you to drain stupid amounts of life early game if you're playing aggressively.
There is one other thing that I need to mention whilst we're in Worldwake. Worldwake is where Jace the Mind Sculptor was first printed. Where I'm glad that neither of us are running that damn thing, because Jace the Mind Sculptor is the killer of casual play, and this would not have been nearly as fun if I had gotten him out.
Well, I mean, Halimar Excavator currently is coughing in the back of the room on the assertion that we try to not use control cards that affected your top deck.
No. That's not why Jace is stupidly broken. Jace is stupidly broken because if he survives for 3 turns, he just wins the game.
Why? Because you get to return the exiled cards to the battlefield?
No, because I get to say you no longer have a deck and you're down to 6 cards.
Right.
Jace the Mind Sculptor's ultimate shuffles. It shuffles your hand. No, it's your graveyard and library together, and exiles them. Then puts your hand into your library.
Right. So you are fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Basilisk Collar. Yeah, I've used Basilisk Collar before.
Collar is very good.
It's a
lifelink. I don't
it's
like
a very
that it's got equip 2 on it. If it had equip 1 on it, it would be so much better.
Yeah, but that just makes it just outright. I mean, this card already is overpowered. This is like a $10 card.
Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's overpowered.
I mean,
Explorer's overpowered and it's stupidly cheap.
Yeah. But yes, this has been Worldwake exploration. We woke the world. It's near the bottom of the alphabet, so it's easy to locate on a set database. And we hope you enjoyed this exploration of idiots building decks.
Be safe, everybody.
Peace out, yo.